Hello everyone, let's have a chat on why the Victorinox Compact is the best EDC you can have. But let's don't do it like this, with just this on the table. Let's add in some smaller or bigger brothers. This is the Victorinox Classic. This is the Victorinox Executive. And this one, 91 millimeters, Victorinox Mountaineer. Let me bring it in a little bit closer. Perfect. So, without further ado, let's have a chat on why this is the best bang for buck EDC knife. So, when looking at the Classic, this should be, hey, much smaller, easier to carry. Well, it is indeed, but honestly, after having this one for about, I don't know, 8 years or something like this, even more, this guy kind of, let's say, moved and permanently resides within my fishing tackle box to be popped out from time to time, like a few times a year. Yeah, and the main reason for this is the following. If you ever need a knife, this one is too small to do anything besides opening boxes with. Okay, that's the only reason. The scissors are excellent. This little guy here, meh, a little bit of a screwdriver and a file, nail file. The screwdriver bit, this is not okay. For its main intended purposes, yeah, like opening up TV remotes or toy cars so that you can change batteries, yeah, for your kids. This is too big to fit in the recessed holes that are usually found on these types of devices, yeah. Still, if you want the lightest option available alongside the tweezer, I haven't filed these guys here. You might see something like this on other channels. I kind of like it the way it is. So, if you want the smallest SAC Swiss Army knife you can get, the Classic is the one. But again, the knife portion of it, too small to do anything else outside opening boxes, and that's about it. Yeah, maybe cutting some whatever small piece of wire, I don't know. Okay, the Executive. This is the Compact, this is the Executive. Seems like a smaller, more refined version of the Compact. Let's see what it can do. So, this guy here, Executive, starting to resemble a somewhat, let's say, more proper knife, yeah? A somewhat bigger scissor. Let me push this down because it's conflicting with the opening mechanism. Again, the same crap in terms of combo file with some sort of screwdriver, more aimed at Phillips screws due to the fact it doesn't have a flat edge. Okay, same toothpick. By the way, best things ever with a Victorinox knife. Yeah, I love them. And tweezers. Okay, the Executive, in my view, is the smallest and most feasible knife you could carry around and say, yeah, I kind of can do any type of, let's say, office related stuff. I can even cut a small piece of bread, yeah, or put some butter on it, stuff like this, but it will not be pleasant. Okay, that's the main thing. But it starts to, get usable. Last but not least, from the 91 millimeters category, yeah, I have just one example, the Mountaineer. This guy, even though it features quite an imposing, let's say, blade, left hand the Mountaineer, right hand the Compact, same size, okay? This is it. Even though it features a full blank, full length blade, the problem with this one is the following: it is too big, too fat for its own, let's say, sake. Okay, this is too big. This one in your pocket, you will feel it. Yeah. Okay, but I carry a fanny pack or whatever, some sort of pouch, some sort of man purse. Even with that, this is heavy. This is not heavy. This is passable. Okay. I will not go fully in depth in all the features that the Mountaineer can do. In a nutshell, yeah, we have four rows of tools, amongst which we have a knife, the big one, the small one. How do you call this? File? Yeah, it's a file. A file with a little bit of an ability to cut through metal, but nah, it's not okay. You cannot cut even a screw. If you want to cut it with this, it will be a pain. I've tried. Okay, and some other cool stuff like good scissors, flat, and the same crap with the Phillips screwdriver combo with a tin opener, something like this, yeah, and the bottle opener with the wire stripper. Usual crap, yeah. Let's not forget this one starts to have, you know, the needle, some more interesting stuff. Now, the awl and that thing you can carry bags with, doesn't matter. Topic of discussion for today, this guy. EDC for the Victorinox Compact. Big knife. This is good enough to do anything you would normally do, okay, in a day-to-day scenario. At least from an, let's say, city perspective or office perspective or anything related to that. And by the way, check that from a legal standpoint, any of these are allowed in your territory, yeah? Check for the minimum blade length, okay? Now, of course, you might want to say, nah, this is too small of a blade. Okay, give me 1 second. I got it. You perhaps wanted something like this. Okay, carry this then, yeah? For me, it's a little bit too big. But, blade, perfect. Sharp, and by the way, check it out. In terms of steels, yeah, this is a custom steel done from a, let's say, special saw blade with carbides and crap like this. This is a good knife. I have it for many years. The steel in this is a martensitic steel, common. It's to my knowledge, is quite a bit similar to 420 steel, yeah? Not even OS 8 steel. No one is complaining about this steel, yet everybody online, when they hear 420 or OS 8, nah, I want D2 steel. No, you don't want D2 steel. You want a steel that holds reasonably well its edge. You can sharpen it very easily, okay, with minimal fuss. And you can use it without caring about it due to the fact it's stainless, so no rust. On this one, I need to oil it. If I don't oil it and from time to time buff it, it will start look like it does now, yeah, with pieces of rust onto it. So, coming back after this rant. Good blade on the Victorinox Compact. Besides the blade, wonderful scissors. These are excellent. You can cut with them anything you want without an issue. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't care if it's cordage, regular rope, or how do you call it, this paper. It cuts perfect, and it does so without me even sharpening it once, even though I have this knife for about 3 years, okay? It's great. Then, This is useless, okay? This should act like this. This should be like a Phillips screwdriver on this head here with the ability to put it inside a screw and turn it. The chance that you will have an exposed screw and not a recessed screw are minimal at best. The ability to have a rotation radius that will allow you to, let's say, easily operate this are minimal. Yeah. So if you want large screwdrivers, this is crap. This is not okay. Yeah. The same thing with the flat one. With the flat one, you might say, okay, I can do something like that. To a degree, it's crap. Yeah, from a screwdriver perspective. Okay. From a bottle opener perspective, that's perfect, no worries. The wire stripping thingy, who cares? If you want to strip a wire, or at least if I want to strip a wire, I will take this, I will do this, and then I will take out the insulation from the wire, okay? And I will not care, this is the most important part, I will not care on the thickness, the gauge of that wire, okay? Maybe I have some 1 mils or 2 mils with a big insulation around them. This will not cut it. Okay. Third, I've used this multiple times. It works perfectly. Okay. The cork screw. It's great. I like it. Yeah. Third, this is a really useful bit of kit. The, let's say, eyeglasses screwdriver. You can really tackle the small screws, be it in your eyeglasses or in toy stuff, in order to remove that bloody door that covers the batteries, okay? Which also happened to me multiple occasions. In holidays, that's where it usually happens, because that's where you buy some new stuff and you want to test it out with your kids. Very important. The needle, great for anything you can imagine, from blisters all the way to, I don't know, picking up, scraping something. This is a good tool. Third, tweezers. These are good tweezers. And let me show you something. These are being used on a regular basis. Yeah? How? This is a vape. And this vape has an issue. That issue is it forms condensation inside. And due to a design flaw, basically the oxygen sensor is put underneath this steel shroud. You kind of need to take a piece of napkin and put it perfectly over there in order to make a great job. You can do it by hand, but it's a little bit easier. C'est la vie is not the only one that does it. I have multiple, but this is why I use the tweezers, yeah, on a, I don't know, daily schedule. Okay. Besides the tweezers, what else do we have in the compact? Toothpick. Best bloody thing with a Victorinox knife. I love it. And by the way, if you are considering hygiene and the likes, yeah, I kind of thought that also, but this is how the toothpick in this one looks like after about, I don't know, 7-8 years. Okay? And I haven't had any kind of issues with using it. A pen. This pen can be used, of course, like this, or better, it can be used in this fashion. This bloody instrument, this is basically something that can help you tie down or grab something from a bag all the way to some wire and try to pull it out, thus strengthen it. How do you use this scrap? Something like this. You can use it. Okay? To each his own. How do you like it? You like it. Now, where is it? Here. When I choose between two guys. I choose between the executive and the compact. In the end, the compact won, and I've been carrying it for around 2 years in my pocket. Yeah, even though I have it for more, I've owned it for more time. Why? Yeah, it's bigger, it's a little bit heavier than the executive, but from the capabilities perspective, it kind of does everything I wanted it to do. That would be, let's say, the main advantage. And also, when you do something like this and couple it with a light, it becomes a really powerful, let's say, combo. And by the way, in terms of light, yeah, you can go $5 route, or you can go $60 route. Okay, the difference between them, I'm not going to go into the rechargeable bit, or this has batteries, this is rechargeable. I kind of don't care about crap like this. This is not a scenario for apocalyptic reasons or anything like that. Basically, hey, I want a light, and I want some light that is better than the one I have on my phone. Okay, from time to time. The difference between them, they both shine, and they shine powerfully. But this one, I think, has about 100 or something like this lumens. This one from Fenix has for real about 2000. This one on maximum setting, yeah, it will get really hot, but it is a torch. It lights anything and everything. Again, it lights not in a, let's say, focus fashion. No, it is a floodlight, this one, but it's a good floodlight, and I have it for about 2 years. And this one is a cheap Aldi one. Yeah, I have it like for 4 years or something like this, a very long time. Did not break, it's okay. This one, 2 years, daily driver, it stood the test of time. This type of a combo is great. Now, you might want to ask something else. Man, how about foldables? This is a Victorinox Sentinel. This comes with me in every holiday I go to, okay? Even the ones over plane, I put it in cargo luggage. Why? Usually in the morning, if we don't have included breakfast, or potentially some evenings, yeah, if we don't feel like going out to dinners and so what, I need to make lunch or dinner. I need to prepare the meal. In order to do so, I hate using whatever I have at my hotel, Airbnb or whatever, and I like a good proper knife. This is a good proper knife. This is, in my view, the best foldable you can buy. Yeah, it doesn't have one-handed openings. It's not how do you call it, automatic or anything like that. But the blade is very well profiled. It's a very thin blade. I can cut perfectly with it any kind of food, and also it stands the test of time. I rarely have to sharpen it, and still, not this time, I need to sharpen it again. If I'm, let's say, doing some sharpening with it, it can be very sharp and cut hair, all the good stuff that you see in, let's say, other reviews. I don't carry this one. This is too big. And one other aspect, besides being too big, when someone looks at this guy here, you know, a proper Victorinox with red scales, I don't think anyone can say they look at a weapon. In the end, it's a knife, but I don't think anyone can say, yeah, I'm looking at a weapon. No one, to my knowledge, and I've tested it, is intimidated by seeing this on a table, on a desk, in an office, or anywhere. Yeah, it's not intimidating. When you pull out this type of crap, okay, or wait with me for one second. or this type of crap, okay? This is just part of them. Yeah, Opinels, whatever, Leathermans, some Chinesium stiletto crap. When you pull anything like that, it will intimidate. And I don't want that, okay? These, to my, especially this carbon-based Opinel, yeah, which I've made, I've customized it. This is useless, okay? It rusts like hell. I cannot cook or do anything with it, okay? And besides that, they still look aggressive. We don't want aggressive, even this one. Cute and cuddly, let's call it like this, yeah? Best approach. So, I think that kind of wraps things up. Oh, just one more rant. So, check it out. Another option that you might consider. This is my holiday tool bag. Another option that you might consider. Man, I'm going to get a Leatherman. Or I'm going to get some, let's say, other Chinesium, non-Chinesium, let's say, multi-tool. Okay? Because they can do a lot of stuff. Yeah, they can do a lot of stuff, but their preferred place to be are not in my pocket. Okay? In some tool bag, put in a luggage, put in a car, whatever. In my pocket, I don't want to feel any kind of weight. And in order to do that, the entry gate, let's call it like this, yeah? The gateway drug, for lack of better wording, is the executive. If you are okay with doing this and you would like a little bit more, let's say, capability, yeah? A bit more oomph, okay? Then go to the compact. It will serve you good. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you had a great time. Cheers, bye-bye.